Happy Wednesday.
Oh, good morning.
Somebody is trying to
snuggle my boy this morning. You are so full of shit this morning.
A little bit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I feed off of you, so.
Oh, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday. Here we are. Oh, I don't even have my coffee.
It's actually sunny.
Where's my coffee? You didn't even get me coffee.
Hey, I don't do coffee.
Oh my God. I'm laughing. I'm laughing and crying because of you, you little shit.
You're on your own.
Okay, what have you got? It's been oh my God, it feels like the market has kind of picked back up.
It absolutely has.
And that's awesome.
Yep.
It's been a great week.
Yep. It's been good. Going to a closing today for some really cool people we helped. And yep.
Closings are always good, right?
Good.
It means you eat.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I think people don't realize in real estate. We can show houses for a year to people, and we don't get paid until we actually, and neither do you, till it closes.
Nope.
And so, yeah, we love closings because this girl does love to eat, as you can tell.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was doing some
your
tracking work.
Spreadsheets and your tracking.
Well, it goes to show you the amount of work we put in.
Yes.
For every 12 names that I get, I go to the closing table. 1 out of 12 names. It's a big time investment.
You know, I've never tracked that.
I think you can't manage and improve what you don't track.
Oh, for God's sake!
Somebody needs a coach here.
Gail, yeah, we're gonna do a spreadsheet on that. How's that sound, Gail?
Because it'd be me doing it.
That's right, it would be.
Yep. So 1 in 12 names that I talk to.
And you do all the work on it.
Actually, and I'm doing all the work for every 12 of those people.
Right.
But only one of them, statistically, I see at the closing table.
Yeah.
There's a lot of grind throughout, and that doesn't mean it's a month process.
Right.
Most of them, what we do, I feel, is we plant seeds with our clients and try to nurture them, give them water, sunlight, and over time, we come up with a plan to get them to the closing table.
Yes.
And get their dream house. So.
And we love that, right? Because
Absolutely.
a lot of times I'll send you someone and they're just not quite ready to buy. But then you counsel them on do this to get your credit score up, save this, pay this off.
Yep. That has the ability to change somebody's life.
Yes.
Of just having an outside perspective of what we need to do to put you in a better financial position. Then they're ready for the house that changes things even more.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
It's a process, but it's not a snap your fingers, it's done.
Yeah.
So very, very few of somebody's ready to go, boom, they got an offer, boom, they're closing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, I did get a few good listings. One that I got, we did highest to best last night, and that one's already gone. I do want to congratulate Jamie Steffens on that one, though, because he wrote a phenomenal offer. This just proves you need to work with someone that knows what they're doing, that has the tools, knows the strategies to make your offer just shine above everybody else's. So congrats, Jamie. Awesome job. Because it was hands down the shining offer.
Yep.
And yeah, I can't even go down that rabbit hole with what I see.
I have clients that they're working with a friend's cousin's brother who does this on the side.
Yep.
And the difference in who you work with is night and day. And the more experienced the agent is, the more relationships you might have with someone that has the listing that client needs to get. And then it's your relationship, your ability to write the offer, everything kind of baked into that recipe that helps add value to your client. And at the end of the day, let them have that offer accepted.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I have another one I listed on 763 Harrison, totally redone house, absolutely gorgeous. And that one, we've got highest and best due today by noon. So that kind of goes back to the strategy part of when you list a house. Make sure you're dealing with somebody that knows what they're doing. come to an agreement together what the strategy will be. Pricing is crucial right now. Sellers, it is a seller's market still, right? I just did the inventory stuff yesterday. 1.6 months of inventory in Ionia County, 18 days on the market is the average. You still have to have a good strategy going in.
Absolutely.
It does not mean you can overprice your house to start.
No, you set a tone.
Yes.
If you go way too high and you've missed that mark,
Yep.
you may have like turned a potential buyer that would have been in maybe at a little lower price point, 25,000 less or whatever.
Yes.
You've turned them off. They've gone to the next one.
Yes.
You've missed
absolutely.
that mark.
Yes. So the strategy on listing price is so crucial. And, you know, we do decide that as a team. I sit down with the seller. We decide that as a team.
Is that one of the hardest things of your day-to-day of
Is the pricing part?
pricing?
Yes. Yeah, because first off, real estate's not an exact science.
No.
I mean, if it was an exact science, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be at Coco K drinking all day long.
I mean, appraisers.
Oh, don't even get me started.
That's not even. I mean,
that's not an exact science.
No. There's math and rules and procedures, but you could be an appraiser and I could be an appraiser, and we look at the same comps. We
come up with two values different. Yeah.
So it is absolutely positively not a science. There's a little art to it, but
Yep. What I've been doing is trying to figure out at what price point are we going to get the most eyes on that property.
Yep.
And it just worked on the one. What price do we put that at that we're going to get the most eyes and the most bodies through that house and hopefully create some momentum that we have more than one want it, or even one. I mean, one is all it takes. It just takes one.
Yeah.
But the strategies, I just can't even say how crucial that is. Okay, so I'm done.
That's a wrap.
Blah, blah, blah. What have you got?
I wanted to talk kind of along the lines of, if you're a listing agent and my clients are writing an offer, what is going to be something that catches your eye? Like the difference in programs, the difference in down payments, that sort of thing. If you're trying to rip the gold out of my client's mouth to do your client the best, what are you looking for?
Well, first off, I'm looking for a really good pre-qual from a lender that I know and trust.
Yep.
And I will.
And they're not all created equal.
They certainly
We've
are.
seen that firsthand.
Yep, we've seen that. Yes, firsthand. That's crucial. And if I don't know the lender, I'm going to find out from that agent if they've closed deals with the lender. Yep. And if they say no, we're moving on.
Do you like the place that does a lot of advertising?
No,
catchy commercials?
I don't. The online lenders, I've not had great experience with them. Maybe closed 1 out of 20 with them, and I just don't even deal with those anymore. But so yeah, we need a good pre-qual. You know, I have agents all the time call me and say, will your seller consider VA? Because a lot of agents don't want to deal with VA.
Yep.
All day long, I want to deal with VA because those vets have earned the right.
Absolutely.
They have earned the right to use those VA benefits, and I will fight to my death for that.
Yep.
So that's not a turnoff at all for me, and I have the experience and knowledge to know how to present that to a seller.
Yep. Well, you can coach them up on, hey, VA appraiser is going to probably look at this, and we need to do this before that inspection happens.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. So their down payment. If it's a house that I know is going to need a lot of repairs, all the time we'll get one that, might really only be cash or conventional, and you have all these agents that call you, oh, well, they go RD, will they go FHA? No, they won't. And there's a reason we put it in the MLS that it's cash or conventional only, right? Yep. Because we just know either the seller doesn't want to do repairs, doesn't have the funds to do repairs, or it's an estate or whatever. Yep. So,
so you want to ideally, like, talk about what a down payment means to you, whether it's the agent writes 3% in there, 5, 20, what's going to catch your attention?
Well, I mean, it depends on the house and the price range, of course. The first thing that's going to catch my attention is always the lender, though. That is the first thing I look at when I get I was just doing it this morning. I got 2 offers in. First thing I did, one's cash, one's a lender. It's a good lender. It's your bank. Yep. So, that's a great lender. That is absolutely the first thing. And then, it does depend on the price range of the home, because I know in some of the lower price ranges, we're probably going to have an FHA buyer.
Yep.
Right?
So FHA versus conventional, what, if you could choose, what would be more
conventional? Okay. Conventional all day long. And you guys have got a great conventional program for that FHA buyer.
Yeah. Well, FHA is really intended for people with less than perfect credit.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we have to go that pathway, because we've got some work to do typically.
Yeah.
Because their minimum contribution is 3.5% down payment. Whereas our conventional first-time home buyers, we've got 3 or 4 of them that only require 3% down. So the client is not bringing in an additional 0.5% down payment. Oh. So it makes it easier from a cash to close standpoint on the conventional
So
side.
what kind of credit score for that conventional with 3% down would most people need?
620 is our minimum for FHA, for conventional. I think RD is 640.
So if I'm an FHA buyer, chances are if I got 620 or above, I could probably be conventional.
Possibly. It depends on why is that 620 or in that general area. Was it because of a lot of delinquencies, or do they just not have a whole lot of track record?
Right, and that is a lot of it. It's not always that you don't have great credit. It's just that you don't have a lot. You haven't built up.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So if it's that.
So FHA isn't bad. I don't want us to ever make it sound like FHA is bad.
No,
it's not.
And there are times where we'll go FHA even if they've got great credit, because sometimes they'll allow for a bigger stretch on DTI.
Right. Right.
Especially, that's a legit use of it.
So that's why I send them to you, because I know you're looking at the very best thing for my client.
Yeah, we're not. It's not just.
It's not like, oh, okay, you want FHA, there you go, right?
No, we're not.
Because you got all this shit. He's got all these sheets and the mathematical equations he uses. He didn't get that for me. Believe me. Did you?
Nah, yeah.
And what were you, before we started, one of the things I was laughing about, he thinks I'm a tech genius.
Yeah, I woke up this morning saying, man, my mom is a tech guru. We were going through how to set up the phone before we go live.
Turn up like every week.
Every week.
I say, how do I do that?
How do I? Let's walk through this again.
Well, you know what? Maybe she's good at some other things.
Yeah. No, you
maybe. Okay.
I would say you use technology very well.
For as old as
sunshine pumping Facebook machine.
You bet your life pumping that. Especially if I can pump some on your dad.
That poor guy is just a whipping post.
He is a whipping post, and I love it. No one deserves it more than him. You're going to be quiet because he's your dad, but no one deserves it more than him. Okay. Are we still talking business, or are you done blabbing?
Like, whenever we can, we'll try to go conventional because we know that opens up more opportunity.
Yep.
But if it makes sense and that's the only pathway, then if we need to go governmental, FHA, USDA, VA, whatever in between, we'll go that route. Yep. So, and it's on the listing agent to talk up their client on the differences and
and know how to talk to your client.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? Understand. I think that's one thing that agents a lot of times don't have either, is the understanding of the different financing and how it affects. I was just, my friend Andy, hi Andy, he had just posted yesterday on his frustration with agents, and everybody's going to be in real estate, right? That's kind of like their fallback, right? Oh, I'll just do real estate. Well, I'm telling you, just doing real estate is a 24/7 job, and you better know your shit, because you are binding clients to contracts.
Legal contracts.
Legal contracts.
With big ramifications.
Yes, with huge ramifications.
And we're not talking $25 transactions.
Right.
A lot of money at stake.
Yes, and he was talking about a deal where, and he had the listing, a buyer's agent had written an appraisal gap, right?
Yep.
And didn't put a cap on the appraisal gap. Whoops, $60,000, extra was the appraisal gap. There was no
limit.
No limit.
Wow.
$60,000. That's a big mistake.
Yeah. Hey, but they might do it for less than the other person.
Oh yeah, yep.
So.
But anyway, life is good.
Life is good.
Life is good.
You got some listings I see here.
I just already talked about them.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think you. Did you talk about them?
Yes, I did. You don't listen to me. That you're just like your dad. You don't listen to a thing I say. I talked about my listing. I got highest and best out on here.
On these?
By noon today. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know where I was.
Yeah. Whatever.
I was still
taking it on my
coming
tech
out
knowledge.
of the funk of you just blasting me before we recorded. So
Thanks, guys.
I was shell shocked.
Me, 616-915-2890.
Boomer 616-902-0796.
Thanks.
Thanks.